Okay, we'll start the session. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our, what do you call this knowledge sharing session. This can be either a sharing experience one of you had in the past, or maybe during the recent past you experience you gained during our internship, or maybe our working with us, or maybe working with the university project. So the objective behind this is to empower everyone in the team actually to get a domain, to get the knowledge which is not available in your domain. So Ashan, Prabhanu are working on Flutter, and Chamir is working on electronics, and he's not in the team even. And other guys are working on different things, but this is a chance where you get the opportunity to what do you call, get something, to learn something about something out of your domain and to be creative. So if you want to be creative, you need to think about the whole world without restricting to what you know. So that's the main objective of this whole session. So the first day, we are planning to start electronics and some hands-on digital gadget stuff. So he'll share screen and present the work he has done. One of the promising work he has done. So many things you will see 20%.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Today I'm
morning.
going to introduce my home security system. Uh, Home security system device use some kind of sensors, remote speakers, and some network connectivities. Uh, Basically, it has one centralized control panel and connect all sensors and other parts to it through ISO wireless. And this is yeah. As you can hear, this one centralized control panel and other sensors and other parts connect to it via wire or wireless method. So this is the diagram of my basic system, and I use for PI sensors, one GSM module and RF receiver and RF transmitter with speaker and speaker, and I use Arduino Uno to control the whole parts. And here I use Arduino Uno as the main controller, and all the sensors and other modules connected through wires to the Arduino Uno. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah, Mansagar, you can
yeah, we
continue.
can.
And this main controller is password locked and uh, user can change some settings from logging to this device, this part. And uh, the user can change some settings such that alarm ringing duration, password, uh, automatic on offs, such that like that. And this is the I used PR sensor module for detect movements. In this module can change some parameters uh, like sensitivity of sensitivity range and trigger duration. Therefore, this sensor very easy to connect with Arduino and uh, easily detect motion, and motion is or no motion. And the best thing is that the sensor correctly may identify the motions of human and animals. Uh, this is the model I use to communicate with user and uh, system wirelessly. Then system automatically send the SMS to the user, and user can send SMS to the system to activate and
When,
deactivate the system.
yeah, if I'm the user at the home, when do I get a SMS? Is there something specific?
When system is activated mode and detect a movement, then system send SMS to the user that the movement detected and which sensor detect the movement.
Okay, so in a scenario where you have so there's no one in the house and you activate the system as a security system, and if there's unknown person having motion inside the room, you will be receiving an SMS saying that there's someone in the room. Is that true?
Yes,
Is that what happening? Okay, great. Yeah,
and
continue.
user can set a alarm on off when motion, if when motion detect as previous settings, alarm play or no.
Hmm.
Can you explain a little bit how the motion is captured? Like how does it contrast between a human or animal or something like that, or is it just capturing the movements and only the movement?
Uh, this PI model detect motion from heat source, such as
Hmm.
human or animal. As this image, the sensor has two parts, two receive parts, and when no motion in that area, the same parts of receivers get same IR level. Therefore, the difference, no difference in that two parts. Uh, when some object heat source come that area, the first uh, one of these two bar first detect the IR, and then there's a difference between the two parts. That's the method to detect the motion.
Hmm. Yeah, continue, Madhushankar.
Ali the mobile connect wireless connected part. Um, this is the remote I used to create and deactivate and update without sending SMS to the system. And this remote, using this remote, can use a update or deactivate system in this area. Uh, the when use the system SMS feature to activate the system, send activate and send the SMS, and to deactivate system, type deactivate and send the SMS. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, Madhushan.
As I said previously, according to the settings, the siren is play or not in system current settings. Uh, and I uh, after explaining this earlier to get some feedbacks from Vijanaya, Targoya, Ramesh and Naveen Chamira from Ajinda. And one thing is from Chamira, when I implement this logic in Arduino main loop, this loop, so it is iterate uh, until the detect motion and until the detect motion. Uh, so Chamira gave me a good suggestion without using this loop. Can use the interrupts to trigger the system until interrupt occur. Arduino can set to the sleep mode. It is good for power consumption and memory usage in Arduino. And another suggestion is I use the PI model for detect motions. So it can be only used for detect the motion, cannot detect the who is the person. So without using the whole model, we can use only a sensor part and analyze the spectrum of the output that sensor. Uh, then yeah, then we can analyze is there any difference between two persons from the uh, analyzing that spectrum. Hello.
Yeah, Madhushankar.
those are things I am trying to say today. So
Yeah, that's very interesting. If anyone has questions. So where did you implement this? At your home or somewhere else?
sometimes our neighbor at home.
Are they using at the moment or?
Yes, 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 sir.
So it's using for a couple of months.
Yes, sir. I think 10 months, nearly 10 months. Yes, yes.
Oh, nice. So Arduino Uno can, and this kind of setup can work for 10 months.
Yes, sir. And
Right. That's very interesting.
So how many RF
It's,
sensors
I
do we
asked
need?
that
Like
because I asked
IR
that
sensors?
because when we were doing some experimental things using this Arduino, it's not working after maybe 2 weeks.
right, in system some when they are at home, the system is switch off, and then we are out from.
Okay.
So how many like IR sensors do we need to like cover a, a room? Maybe one IR sensor per room. Is that
I
what
said one sensor maybe switching room, one room.
one RF IR sensor per room? Is that what you?
Is one PI sensor enough for one room? Because
Uh-huh.
is there any if one door we can use that sensor near the door? So
Uh-huh. So this how much accuracy this had so far, like 100% accuracy all the time it detected anybody entering the room so
If
far.
somebody is entering through the window, which is the most practical scenario.
that thing we have to use some multiple sensors to one room.
Uh-huh. So the wiring was done. Uh, no need. We don't need big wiring, right? The sensor is set up somewhere, and the rest of the things are put in a box or something and fixed to the wall. Is that what was done in
Is
that your neighbor's house?
Arduino Uno fixing the box and set up in the room, and sensors are connected through wires. I use Cat6 wires.
Plugged in power.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. So power like
I use 5 volts.
so this is directly plugged into the 230 volts.
No, no, it works on 5 volts. It's 5 volts.
Yeah, yeah. So is there a converter like converter or inside the
I
box? Or is
I use switch mode power supply. I use to volt. One switch mode power supply used to volt system.
uh-huh. So it's in the system, right? You can the system you can plug into the 230 volts.
Is after to that connect that as SMPS, and I output of SMPS connect used for the system. SMPS can connect to the 230.
Okay, then like so that part you have done separately and not inside the box.
Is
Like inside the box, the system is inside the box. The system needs to be like the 5 volt input need to be given to the system, right?
yes,
And uh-huh. What are the like possible improvements you are like
Yeah, yeah.
you have thought
What's
about?
what's the next steps to get this to your mass market? Yeah, the same question.
is
So
some working
So
on.
let's say you are going to improve this. If you are going to improve this, what's the next step would you like to do to this?
The SMS sending is sometimes may delay, or sometimes not receive the SMS at the time.
Hmm. Yeah, without having a GSM module, can we try connecting this to Wi-Fi or some network and use some off-the-shelf SMS sender API?
Yes, I tried Node MCU connecting to Wi-Fi, and that's work fine. But in this one, there's no Wi-Fi connection,
Hmm.
so I get GSM.
So is that a problem with GSM module, or what's the problem? Is there a way to solve that? The one you now mentioned.
Yes, I think GSM model delayed SMS received or not received the SMS.
Uh-huh. So let's say, like, if I want this thing, I can set up this thing myself, and I just need the setup. So do you think you can like just give the setup? What are the things that are missing if somebody wants the setup from you? Like, if somebody wants to set this up in their house, like, you cannot go and do some wiring, or uh, ask for some ICs and create another circuit and create a power converter and whatever. So you just have to give everything, right? They just need to plug it into the power and then set up, placing it, like aiming to the door, whatever. You can give those instruction in a manual. But what are the things that are missing if you need to give this immediately to someone? Just take this, follow these steps, and you'll be good. Like, is it in that state, or does this still need some specific, like, special understanding of electronics to set up? If that's so, what are the things that are missing, like, so that normal general person can set this up themselves?
Yes, these days, the person want to some know knowledge about electronics because
Yeah.
hello.
So what are the things that need to be done so that this can be taken to a level that anybody can take this and plug this into the power and use it?
The RF receiver, GSM model, and speakers also inbuilt in the main controller. So other PR sensors are from only connected from wires. So we can use a wireless module for wireless wireless method for PR sensors easily installed by any person.
Hmm. Any questions from anybody else?
Yeah, this is a discussion. Everyone can participate. People from ENTC.
Maybe others can have similar experience with implementing that home security or this kind of
Yeah,
similar thing.
yeah, ENTC
Yeah.
guys should have comments. At least ENTC. Oh, ICE. Do we have ICE students?
We don't have I students, but I think CS students
But yeah,
also
have
does
some sort of.
do this IoT stuff, right? They are doing an IoT project now as well, I think. So, are there any inputs or questions you need to ask? Like, it could be an advice of an improvement. It could be something that you need to learn from this one, whatever. So since the session is now pretty much done, we can, like, if you want, you can like, let's start talking in Sinhala. If that's the case, you are not asking questions or giving suggestions. But like it's really important that we like talk about this, right? And now 30 minutes gone. I think we have another few like minutes left.
Yeah, I
මොනවා හරි
have one
තියෙනවා නම්
question about that PIR sensors. How about the accuracy? Is every time it is detect or
Yes. Most of the time detect correctly, but in the evenings of noon, due to the heat, sometimes automatically switch on.
automatically triggered?
Yes, sometimes most of the time works fine.